Valley State marching band in the inauguration. This one of the coldest marching bands. They don't won the Battle of the Bands in Mississippi like in 10 years in a row. And when they came out, they got a standing ovation. Watch, they finna clown. Watch how Mississippi Valley finna start clowning on them. Doom, 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 doom. Hey, this is Mississippi Valley. Who said Donald Trump was racist? Look at all them black folks in the inauguration. They really can't do what they want to do because ain't enough room for them to spread out and do their little marching thing. But they finna tear some shit up. Watch this. Why they stood up. They had a white band come in at first and nobody paying them no attention. But these motherfuckers right here, watch this. All black band. And Donald Trump is really amused at it. They ain't paid no attention to nothing else. All of them stood up when this band walked in the room. Now this is black. This is blackness. This is the coldest black Mississippi marching band in HBCU history. Everybody in the cabinet is standing up for this band. But all the Democrats are sitting down, they mad. They like, Donald Trump is really portraying a whole bunch of black people. This is inspiring. This is making me want to cry right now. This is inspiring. They say this man was racist, and he got all these black people inside of his inauguration. They said Donald Trump was racist. And he went and got the best black HBCU band to come play in his inauguration. I'm talking about this is an all-black band. Nothing white, nothing Mexican, nothing but black people in this band. And the whole cabinet stood up because you have to respect this band. These boys and girls are so damn good. It'll make you like, what the hell? He could have went and got any other college band in the world, but he went and got Mississippi Valley State, one of the coldest black HBCU marching bands. They done won the Battle of the Bands like I want to say at least 10 years in a row. Now watch this. They finna test some shit up. This band right here, the truth. They just coming in. This their introduction. They ain't even got set up yet. But they finna start tearing up shit. Watch this. Whoo! Hey, this is the best part of the show. I'm talking about, if y'all didn't notice, Donald Trump, his whole cabinet stood the fuck up when this band started to walk in. Like, they gave this band so much goddamn respect. All the other white folks ain't paying no attention, but I'm talking about, you gotta watch how Donald Trump and them reacted when this band came into the room. Watch this, they finna tear up some shit. Watch this. This dude right here. Watch this. Watch this. You know, they really scared because this is just like letting the black Israelites walk into the room. All those black people just came into the room at one time. Them white folks scared as hell. Watch this though. These boys finna tear some shit up. Get out the way. Move, security. They ain't got enough room to do their dance. But if they had enough room to do their dance, they'd be fucking up some shit out there. Donald Trump went and got the best black HBCU historic band to play at his inauguration. I can't help but to give this man props for this shit. This is the band of all black bands. The all black band. I'm talking about these niggas. Every nigga on this band is blacker than me. And they tell shit. They be fucking up the shit. They be out there doing their thing. Who said Donald Trump was a racist? That's crazy. This is inspiring. This is really bringing tears to my eyes right now. He got all them black people in the inauguration right now. I'm really teared up. This is inspirational. Look at them. Look at them. They dancing for the master, ain't they? They dancing for the master. They dancing for the master. Look at them. Look at them. This man in there fucking up some shit. Do. Why they gotta be devils? Why they gotta be black devils? Just tell me, why do they gotta be black devils? It's so much subliminal shit right now going on before our eyes. Why they had to be black devils? I hear somebody blowing their horn off tune deliberately. And it's that nigga right there. That light-skinned nigga, he's a Democrat. He blowing his horn off beat. I know exactly where the horn coming from. They doing that shit intentionally. For real, you heard that shit? You hear that shit? One motherfucker's out leading the bunch. If you didn't want to be there, you should have just not went in. There's one person in there that didn't want to be there. You can hear them. They're not playing their notes like they supposed to. Man, Trump really just showed that he's not a racist president. All these black people just came into this goddamn inauguration. They finna turn up. You said, no, it's spiritual. Hell no. Y'all don't even know what's going on right now. I want y'all to look at this inauguration. This is an inauguration. Don't talk about my Christmas tree. I ain't took my Christmas tree down in 5 years. And as you can see, I got Donald Trump, Make America Great Again. I got a Donald Trump ornament in my Christmas tree. So don't talk about my Christmas tree. Just watch.
Counting close to 300 from the Mississippi Valley State University Band.
Mississippi Valley State. 300 niggas came into that motherfucker.
Since its founding, the band has consistently played a significant role at their university and across the United States. They have performed for athletic events, Mardi Gras parades, Rose Bowl parades, and many, many more. The Mississippi Valley State University Band takes great pride in presenting culturally diverse presentations for students, faculty, and the surrounding Mississippi communities. Take a look at that brass out there. Woo! That's just part of the big green marching machine. The big green marching machine from Edabina, Mississippi, ladies and gentlemen.
Why they holding their nuts like that? Why they holding their nuts like that? Why they holding their nuts like that? They swung their nuts right in front of the white girls like. They ain't got enough room to really clown and dance like they want to. I be wondering why they hold their nuts like that. No. No. Pump that dick in their face like, pump that dick in their face. That nigga, boy, he did it, boy, didn't he? He just, all you white people. Pump that dick in their face. Why you keep walking like that? Stop. You straight now. Walk normal, nigga. Stop. Stop walking like that. I'm gonna start walking like that. I'll just be walking just like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our new special envoy to the Middle East, Steve Witkoff.
Well, they got chillin' running around in the goddamn front row. You don't go sit them goddamn badass chillin' now. You need to give one of them ADD tablets. One of them gummies. Get one of them gummies. Calm that little badass girl down. Got that girl just running around the goddamn stage like that. Where the babysitters
Good
at?
evening, everybody. I was appointed by President Trump to be the special envoy for peace in the Middle East.
The special envoy for the peace in the Middle East.
And I'd like to
Where them
describe
badass
to you
kids at?
some of the things we're doing.
Somebody done grabbed them
and
motherfuckers.
how it informs on President Trump's policies.
Where is they
First of
nanny?
all, it is an honor to stand before you today. As I
You see how
reflect on
calm,
the
cool,
enormity
and
of the
collective
role
all them white people
that
just sitting
President
there, they
Trump has
just.
tasked me with, I am constantly reminded of the privilege it is to
So they
serve
get
under
paid
the
to just sit
leadership
there and be pretty
of my
today.
boss,
Look it up. They
President
just sit
Donald
there
J.
and be
Trump.
pretty all day.
His presidency has provided a clear, bold vision for the Middle East, and it is this vision that guides every step I take in the mission. President Trump's leadership has redefined what is possible in the pursuit of progress. And
Why you
stability
keep
in the
reading
Middle
down
East.
from that paper, nigga?
His decisive,
Speaking from the heart. Why you can't just speak
approach
your words from the heart?
ensures that even the most entrenched conflicts are met with fresh perspectives and innovative strategies. His
That is
policies
fake as
have
fuck.
already delivered remarkable
That is a fake
successes,
speech.
such as yesterday's release of hostages in Gaza.
Oh, now they're trying to say yesterday's release was because of Donald Trump. Because of Donald Trump.
Thank you.
They didn't even let a dude out. They let 3 women out. Why are you showing that dude face?
This achievement demonstrates the strength of President Trump's leadership
Already.
and the respect he commands on the global stage. It
Already.
is yet another example
Before he even
of his
in office.
ability to deliver results in the most complex and challenging situations.
Who are these
The
people?
Abraham Accords, a testament to his vision and determination, have also brought historic progress to the region, transforming old rivalries into new alliances. These agreements are not merely symbolic. They represent a practical roadmap for peace, economic cooperation, and mutual respect across nations. My role, as President Trump has tasked me, is straightforward yet profoundly challenging: to turn his vision into actionable outcomes. He sets the agenda, he lays the framework, and he inspires people like me into bold action. My responsibility is to implement his vision, engaging with leaders across the region to find pathways towards sustainable
Don't that sound like a
peace
bunch of
and
bullshit?
stability.
That's
And
your
let me
job.
tell you,
I can do that
having
job.
Donald Trump as
I
a
think
boss
I will be a
makes
better
this task
peacemaker
not only
than
possible,
you.
but far more effective.
I'll be more effective.
President Trump's reputation as a leader who delivers results resonates far beyond Washington. Leaders in the Middle East know he means what he says. His ability to cut through bureaucratic gridlock and focus on tangible results is the game changer. It allows me to approach delicate negotiations with the confidence that the full weight of the United States is behind me. The principles President Trump has laid out for our approach to the Middle East and foreign policy in general are fourfold, and they are clear. 1, respect for sovereignty. Every nation deserves the right to determine its own destiny, free from the interference of external powers.
Yep.
2,
For real. Why don't America go
economic
for that?
prosperity as a bridge to stability. Through economic partnerships and investment, we can build a foundation for cooperation that transcends historical grievances. 3, courageous diplomacy. Real progress requires difficult conversations and bold decisions, and it is through these that trust is built and maintained. And finally, 4, reciprocity and accountability. The
Reciprocity.
United States requires reciprocal actions from our partners. We are done carrying
Reciprocal
the financial
action.
burden for nations that are unwilling.
So they talking about everybody in the UN. They talking about everybody in the UN. We're gonna pull out and join the BRICS. Everybody in the UN. All you United Kingdom motherfuckers.
We are done carrying the financial burden for nations that are unwilling to fund their own progress. The days of blank checks are over.
No more money, Ukraine. No more money, Israel.
Partnerships under President Trump's leadership must be equitable, and
Equitable.
contributions must
Equal.
reflect shared commitments to our goals.
Yep.
In my work, I've seen firsthand how these principles resonate. They provide a foundation that transcends politics and speaks to the shared humanity of all people in a region. Leaders across the Middle East recognize that this Trump administration is serious about results, not symbolic gestures, but real, meaningful progress that improves lives. Thank you.
Meaningful
It's not always
process
easy. There
that
are moments
improves
of deep
lives.
challenge and frustration. Decades of mistrust cannot be undone overnight. Yet I take comfort in knowing that I am not in this alone. President Trump's clarity of vision ensures that I never have to question what success looks like. His leadership provides the confidence and direction necessary to navigate these complexities. As we move forward, my commitment is to continue the work of advancing President Trump's vision for the Middle East. Whether through expanding the Abraham Peace Accords, fostering economic development, or facilitating dialogue between long-standing adversaries, my focus remains on actionable results. Let me close by saying this: a stable and prosperous Middle East is not an unattainable dream. It is a goal within our reach, made possible by strong leadership and unwavering commitment. Under President Trump's guidance, we are proving that the impossible can become reality. Thank you, but I have one more thing to say. We have some special people for me to introduce you to tonight. President Trump has been talking to them as well. They are the families of hostages from Israel who have been in Gaza for the last year and a half. There are many of them here today. Several of the families have lost children and loved ones, and they're here because they're part of an effort to retrieve their bodies so they can be buried in a proper way. Several have children who are still in captivity. There is an American family here whose loved one is scheduled to come out in 14 days, and they're going to be meeting the president tonight. So let's give them all some love and a big hand. Come on up.
So this is supposed to be something they're supposed to be doing at inauguration right now? You know what? The next 3 people that Hamas gonna release is gonna be 3 dead people. They say they just want the bodies. They didn't say they want them alive. So they gonna release 3 dead hostages. Why? All the people that think they family members still alive, they gonna send them back across the border dead. Like here y'all go. Now y'all said dead or alive. Now we sent you the motherfuckers dead. Now release 2,000 more Palestinians. And next week we gonna release 3 more. Don't it sound like some bullshit? All of a sudden the war is over with because they released 3 motherfuckers. I don't know about y'all, but I don't go for that bullshit. You know how many black people in America went missing and never came back home back in the 60s, 50s, and 40s, and the 30s? Y'all know that? A lot of them. A lot of them. And we still looking for their ass. I've been looking for my daddy ever since 1981. I can't find him nowhere. He went to the store to go get a pack of cigarettes and he never returned. Something happened to him. They gonna bring him home. He in 14 more releases. 3 at a time.
And now, I get to introduce my dear friend and the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Melania just told Donald Trump, don't get up there and say the wrong thing now. Don't get up there and say the wrong thing, Donald. I got you, baby.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it. Thank you. So now the work begins. We won, but now the work begins. We have to bring them home. And you know, tonight I'm going to be signing on the J6 hostages, pardons, to get them out. And as soon as I leave, I'm going to the Oval Office and we'll be signing pardons for a lot of people, a lot of people. And thank you to Steve Witkoff. He's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. He's been a very successful man. He's a great negotiator. He's a wonderful guy. People love him. And he's got a tremendous power of persuasion. And that's what we need. We don't need stiffs. We don't need stiffs. We got a lot of stiffs. You just had...
We don't need no stiffs.
Load of them.
Somebody that's just gonna drop the bomb on his ass. Drop the bomb on him.
With us today.
It's either you do it the way Trump wanted, or it's over with. We're gonna blow this bitch up.
Former hostages, not a good situation. The 3 young ladies that came home
Last night.
yesterday, you saw that. More coming home every day now. They're coming home, but they were hurt. They were hurt. They were hurt. One had her head blown off. Fingers on her hand, and her hand indeed was blown off. She was trying to defend herself from a bullet being fired. You believe this? A bullet knocked off her hand. I don't know. You look at it, it's a disgrace. We never stopped praying for you, and we're so glad that you're reunited with your friends and families, and God bless you all. And some of them are just saying, no, my son is gone, but please just bring home his body. Right, Steve? Any of you have told me that your son is gone, but bring home his body. It should have never happened. 3 years, it's ridiculous. Should have never happened. Wouldn't have happened. I also want to express my tremendous gratitude to the hundreds of thousands of proud American patriots who came from all across the country to join us in this celebration. It's a celebration of a big win. And you're witnessing the dawn of the golden age of America. That's what it's going to be. We're bringing it back. We're going to bring it back fast. We're going to bring it back fast. Let us also thank the incredible service members, National Guardsmen, Police, Secret Service, and law enforcement personnel who are keeping us all safe, even though they are great people. New York's finest. I grew up with New York's finest, and we got to give them their authority back. You won't have any crime. There'll be no crime. You give them little authority back. The whole way they run things in this country now, it's disgraceful. But it's going to change rapidly. We're going to make our cities safe again, too. Even though we're indoors, we've had a magnificent inaugural parade. And let's give a big round of applause. They were great. To all of the incredible performers and hardworking men and women who made it possible. Those people.
They got a Make America Great Again, Make America Great Again hat and dream. I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
Especially my beautiful wife, our First Lady, Melania.
Our First Lady. Can't even see her face. She look like that damn thing on Mortal Kombat. What's his name?
I love our First Lady. And also, JD. How good is JD, man? And his beautiful wife, Usha. How good is JD? JD is
JD Vance got a Indian
He's
wife.
another good negotiator, Steve. He's a great negotiator, too. We need negotiators in this country.
Damn,
But
she
so
got a
many
perfect
the
set of
people on the
goddamn.
stage behind, not only family members, as an example, Lara,
Perfect set of teeth.
the wife of Eric. She was the head
Hey,
of the
white,
Republican
white.
Party, along with my friend Michael. Stand up, the two of you. What a job! What a job they did.
She got a perfect set of teeth.
They worked so hard. They knew they'd be rigging, but they said, we're going to make it too big to rig, and we did. We made it too big to rig.
He got a perfect set of
We
teeth.
won every swing state by a lot. We won
every swing state by a lot.
Millions of votes.
Millions and millions of votes. We did the first time too.
Drill, baby, drill and do all
In a
the things
drill,
that we
baby,
wanted to
drill,
do.
drill,
Bring
baby,
the costs down,
drill.
the prices down, and make our country safe. So thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much. What a job you've done, Michael. I'm never moving you, you know. He was thinking about getting a nice job in the administration. I said, no, I'm leaving you right where you are. You've done a very good job. We're not moving you, Michael. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Right here with us also in the arena, I'm about to sign some very important executive orders of our new administration. Hey, Don, will you stand up, please? Don is another one. How about Don? This guy.
Donald Trump.
He's a popular one. He goes
Lil
out and speaks
Don
against
Jr.
a big crowd. He's a little on the rough side sometimes, but
Lil Donald.
that's what you want. He's done a fantastic job, and he loves our country. Thanks, Don. Great job. You've done a great job. And Ivanka.
Look at that baby girl. There she go.
And you know, Jared negotiated the Abraham Accords, which are the biggest, it's the biggest deal made in the Middle East in many, many years, and it's really something. Jared, stand up, Jared.
Jared.
The Abraham Accords. And Tiffany's going to have a little baby. And Michael.
Tiffany
And I
pregnant.
have a very tall son.
You been had them legs open? Oh, Tiffany done got pregnant. Somebody done put one in Tiffany. Byron. He ain't never said shit, but he the most populous motherfucker. Byron ain't never spoke in his life. Look at him. Byron ain't never spoke a word in his life, and he popular. That motherfucker mute. He's a mute. I ain't never heard that motherfucker speak in my life.
We won the youth vote by 36 points. And he was saying, Dad, you got to go out and do this one or that one. And we did a lot of them. And he respects them all. He understood them very well. And he said, Dad, you got to go out, do Joe Rogan, do all these guys. And we did. We did, and Joe Rogan was great. They were all great, right? Darren, they were all good. He understood the market. Another famous one, how about Kai? Stand up, Kai.
He making all these children famous. Pretty white girl.
Is that Byron Donalds back there? Stand up, Byron. Stand up. What a future this one has.
Oh, Byron.
What a future.
Oh, Byron, the only nigga in a white
That's
soft
great,
seat.
Byron. Thank you very much. And
That nigga going
how
places.
about Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce? He's going to take in more money than any country has ever even thought about. He's going to take in some money. And we have many others. Look, I'm not going to go through it, but we're going to sign some orders right now, and that's really what I want to do. So we're going to sign executive orders. First, I'll revoke nearly 80 destructive and radical executive actions of the previous administration, one of the worst administrations in history. Maybe
Ain't they still there? You're talking about
them.
them.
Would allow millions of people to pour through our borders from jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums.
Insane asylums.
To be taken off the streets of
Gang
Venezuela.
members. Venezuelan gang
Our
members.
country, and many, not just Venezuela. You know, crime in Venezuela is down 74%.
And they all over here.
They're criminals and gave them to us.
They all over
Through an
here.
open border policy of the previous.
They over here. That's why their crime rate
All
is
over the
down.
world, they're emptying their prisons into our country. They're emptying their mental institutions into our country.
We gotta dump our
It
prisons
stops
into their
As
countries.
of 1 o'clock this afternoon.
That's what we need to start doing. We start just deporting all the inmates that commit crimes. Send them to another country. Let them figure it out.
Revoking nearly 80 destructive, radical executive actions of the previous administration. They'll all be null and void.
Why don't America do that? When people commit crime, just kick them out the country. Send them to another country and just drop their ass off somewhere.
Control bureaucracy. I will implement an immediate regulation freeze, which will.
But if they make it back to America, they are American citizens. They get to walk right back through the door. They get to walk right back through the door.
Are being fired. They're gone. Should be all of them, but some sneak through, but we have to live with a couple, I guess. I'll also issue a temporary hiring freeze to ensure that we're only hiring competent people who are faithful to the American public. And we will pause the hiring of any new IRS agents. We will also require that federal workers must return to the office in person. We're going to take the 88,000 people that they hired to go after you with guns. By the way, they're allowed to use guns and harass you like they were so many other people. Remember this. Okay, remember? Do you remember a little statement about tips? Does anybody remember that little statement?
Come on now, Donald Trump.
I think we won Nevada because of that statement. But they went out and harassed you over the tips. In other words,
They wanted us to pay
we
taxes.
are restoring control of our government to the people. We're going to take those 88,000. Let's see if they'd like to work on the border, because that's what we want them really to do. So we're going to have no tax on tips, right? No tax on. We may have, like, the Speaker of the House. Is he here? He's done such a good job. Is Mike here? He's around here someplace. I saw him just a little while ago. Hello, fellas. Look at you guys. Yeah, I know it. He's great. He's doing great. They're all doing good. The Republican Party has never been unified like it is right now. They want to save our country. We're going to more than save it. We're going to make it greater than it's ever been before by a lot. Next, I'm going to sign a presidential memorandum directing every member of my cabinet to marshal every power at their disposal to defeat inflation and rapidly bring down the cost of daily life, because your costs have gone through the roof in the last 4 years. Perhaps you didn't notice. Does anyone notice their costs are like double, triple, quadruple? You can't buy bacon. Apples have doubled in price. You want an apple, anybody? Pay twice what you did 2 years ago. We'll put more money in your pocket, and we'll bring back the American dream and to reduce energy costs and liberate our economy. So we have more oil and gas than any country in the world, and we're going to use it. We're not going to do the wind thing. Big ugly windmills, they ruin your neighborhood, they ruin you. If you have a house that's near a windmill, guess what? Your house is worth less than half. And did you see up in New England with the whales? You see what's happening? So they had 2 whales killed in about 14 years. Last year and the year before, total, they had 28. So if you're into whales, you don't want windmills either. and they're the most expensive form of energy that you can have by far. And they're all made in China, by the way, practically all of them. And they kill your birds and they ruin your beautiful landscapes. But other than that, I think they're quite good, right? Now, remember when we used to joke and kid, when we were kidding, but we don't kid anymore? They want to watch the debates on television. They want to watch your favorite president on television. But the wind isn't blowing, so we can't watch television at night, Gladys. Remember? Gladys, I'm sorry, the wind is just not blowing. We're not watching Trump tonight. But I'm immediately withdrawing from the unfair, one-sided Paris Climate Accord ripoff. The United States.
Why is he asleep?
Will not sabotage.
Why is he asleep? Why y'all? I could have been sitting in his seat.
You know, China. Hey, look, they use a lot of dirty energy, but they produce a lot of energy. And when that stuff goes up in the air, you know, it doesn't stay there. It's not like you got a wall. We love walls, don't we? Not like you have a wall around and it doesn't. It floats into the United States of America after 3.5 to 5.5 days. It floats across the oceans and it comes right over your neighborhood and it falls into your neighborhood. So they all say, we have to fight for cleaner air, but the other dirty air is dropping all over us. So what the hell are they talking about? Unless everybody does it. It just doesn't work. You know, we had the cleanest air and the cleanest water that this country's ever had under the Trump administration. And we didn't do anything to stop jobs and stop production. Believe me, you're going to see a lot of companies come pouring back because tariffs. I always say tariffs is the most beautiful word to me in the dictionary. And I was reprimanded by the fake news. They said, what about love? Religion and God. I said,
what about tariffs?
Let's put God number 1. Let's put
tariff.
Religion number 2.
And let's put tariffs 3.
Love, I don't know. We got to put that number 3, I guess, right? And then it's tariff.
Tariff.
Because tariffs
Tariff.
make us rich as hell. It's going to bring our
tariffs gonna make us rich as hell.
Businesses back that left us.
Yeah.
And I'll also sign an executive order to immediately end federal government censorship of the American people. In America, we believe in free speech.
Fuck yeah.
And we're bringing it
Oh
back
yeah,
starting
motherfuckers.
today to stop the weaponization. Oh, do I know about that? These creeps.
YouTube gonna let me blow up now. They're gonna stop net neutralizing me.
Deranged prosecutors, sick. They suck him on me. He's now been reduced to getting on an airplane, going back to The Hague or wherever the hell he came from. We got to get rid of that guy. Hey, was he one of the many people that got a pardon today? Did they pardon Jack Smith?
But yeah.
You know, did you know
I'ma still get his ass.
while I was making my speech, pardoned his whole family?
Yeah, Biden pardoned everybody.
The brother, the whole deal was pardoned.
Fauci, he pardoned Fauci.
While I was making my speech.
He was pardoning people.
Did everybody hear my speech? Did you like my speech? Thank you. I mean, the only thing wrong with it is I had a lot of tough things to say, and I have some great people that work for me. Sir, this is such a great speech. It's so unifying. Don't talk about Biden with his pardons of his family. We want a unified country. They said, don't talk about the J6 hostages that you're going to be releasing today. Sir, don't put that in your speech, please.
Put it in the speech, Trump.
But I didn't really. I want to put it in my speech.
Put it in your speech.
Sir, it won't be unified like it is. It's so beautiful the way it is. And it is getting great reviews. You know, if I put things like that in, I'll get terrible reviews. One little paragraph that's a little bit wrong with the fake news goes crazy, right?
Yep, they sure do, Don. They sure do, Don.
I said, all right, I won't put it in my speech, but you know what? I'm speaking in front of a hell of a lot of people. at a place called Capital One Arena, and I'll talk about it there. So we're going to be going over the beautiful Oval Office, one of the great offices in history. Even if it wasn't beautiful, it's the Oval Office, but it is beautiful. And we love the Oval Office. It all starts with the wars start and end there. Everything starts and ends at the Oval Office. We love it. But we're going to go to the Oval Office. We're going to release our great hostages that didn't do
Nothing.
for the most part.
Nothing. January
They did
6th.
stuff wrong. You see, take a look at what went on, and look what happens in other parts of the country. In Portland, where they kill people, they destroy the city. Nothing happens to them.
Yep.
In Seattle, where they took over a big chunk of the city, nothing happened. Minneapolis.